Hello and welcome to Gardenville.tv. It's April and the birds are in the garden and we're outdoors and it's a great place to be. Now we're doing potting today. So what sort of potting are we doing, Susan?
What we're doing is, this is me showing off, this is the Penstemon Cuttings I took in the autumn, which we have a clip of. They're nicely rooted and we're going to pot them on so that they can be planted out later in the year.
So we're going to pot them into this divine purple pot. Isn't that gorgeous?
It's a nice
instead of brown. Okay, I'm going to put it down for you.
Okay, we've two rooted cuttings, so I need to take them apart, like that. Plenty of lovely roots. Take out spare compost.
But there's quite, the roots are huge, aren't they?
Yeah, we've got lovely long roots on those.
Let's just show those roots there now, just... So do we need to give them enough space in the pot now?
Well, they will.
Is it okay to crush them a bit?
Yeah, they're okay. They're fine like that.
Okay.
The one thing I don't want to do is to put compost above where they were before. I don't want to bury the stem of the plant in compost.
Okay, so you're going to sort of, let's not break it, whatever I do.
Don't you dare! You keep showing off about your compost. This is my showing off.
Now, has that gone up too high up the stem? No?
Nope.
Dare I ask you?
Shake it around and we water it in, and there's our...
Now, is the
Penstemon
a plant that stays in a pot, or do we put this outside?
It's a sort of evergreen perennial. This one is, I think this one's sour grapes, which has a blue and pink flower to it.
Oh, lovely.
And they come in varying sizes, from sort of low-growing ones up to nearly 4 feet, well, 3 feet tall.
Okay.
And you get white ones, red ones, pink and blue. They're a fantastic perennial. They can be killed in a very cold winter, so hence taking cuttings and having something to replace them in case you get a cold winter.
And do we plant this out then into the garden?
Into a border, yep, into a border.
Oh, right, okay. There was something I was going to ask you about this, that the cold weather at this time of the year, if it was a bit warmer, would you put them out?
Oh, this has been fine. This cutting has been outside all winter under under a north wall, just rooting away.
Oh, I see. So you don't need to keep it indoors.
It had a plastic bag over it to start with until it started to root, just to keep it going.
That's and then that's ready to go out. Isn't that an ideal way of actually saving money as well for all the plants in the garden?
It's a great way too. If you want to, you know, you're going to a friend, you've grown this yourself, you give them a present.
Yeah,
you say, look what I've done.
Yeah, it's really nice. Absolutely. And then we have the other cutting.
Well, the other cutting, I put this one back in because he's smaller. And what I'll do is I'll pot him back into this pot. Whoops, going to make a mess here of the table, never mind. He's only got a tiny bit of root.
Yeah, so he'll go back. Will I put some of this in
I'll
here?
use this fresh.
Oh,
That's got only peat and sand and things.
Oh, right. So do you not root this in ordinary compost, or is that done in a specific type? Because I see you talking about peat and sand.
Generally, if you're doing cuttings, you can just use peat and sand, or I think I used compost with a little bit of sand through it.
And do we have video clips, Susan, of how you take a cutting from a plant?
Yes, we have a clip of this. This is the actual plant.
Oh, so there you go. So there's success for you.
That's why I'm bragging.
That's why you're bragging. Oh, and we've got 2 plants out of that. Well, that's fantastic, isn't it?
I think I took 3 cuttings and we got 2 rooted. So that's a pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
Sort of.
And you put it into ordinary compost. Well, that's a great clip for today. If you'd like to share anything with us at Gardenville.tv, join us on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We have the forum, and we want you to come on the forum and join in and share your knowledge of gardening. We'd love to hear from you. But in the meantime, we'll continue our gardening.